What's up, it's your boy Pettiness. At the end of this video, make sure you go to www.dynasthemir.com. Check out our indigenous African art, jewelry, and accessories. Also go to searchforhuru.com. Make sure you check out the documentary we're shooting, learn more information on it, also contribute towards it. And last but not least, go to amazon.com and please search the name Pettiness the Mirror. Buy a book. I made them affordable, so please buy one. I wanted to shoot this video on petty African tribalism. Now, this is just not exclusive to Africans. This also includes Black Americans and pretty much all Black people of the Africans of the diaspora or Black people of the diaspora. If you segregate yourself or separate yourself by religion, tribe, hood, street, religion, skin color, if you're dark or light skinned, you're being petty as hell. And it's pointless, it's not productive, and nothing could be accomplished from it. Now again, when it comes to tribes in Africa, of course, I don't want people to renounce their tribes. But if your tribe, I guess, is going to cause you, or your tribal differences is going to cause you to get into a conflict with another tribe, that's pointless. You don't really see Europeans doing that at all. In fact, when it came to Africa, when it came to the Berlin Conference, all the different tribes of Europe got together, came to Africa, met, and decided how they're going to carve up the country. All the different tribes. This part's for England or the UK, this part's for France, this portion's for the Dutch, etc. Meanwhile, in Africa, different tribes can't even get organized to decide how to control their own natural resources where the people benefit from it. So you could have, so Europeans could come over, different European tribes, organize, come together, and decide how they're going to carve up Africa to benefit them and exploit you. But Africans can't even figure out how to come together and benefit from their own natural resources, their own blessing. And I wanted to shoot this video because I watched a documentary the other day on Liberia. You know, of course, the Black Americans came over, which in reality, there were only like 200 Black Americans that actually came over. You know, and a lot of them mixed with the tribes already in Liberia. Then you had, of course, the indigenous Liberian tribe, like tribes of Liberia. Then you had, of course, from what I understand, during colonialism, a lot of Africans who wanted to leave their colonialized countries, they went to Liberia. Because at that time, Liberia and I think Ethiopia were considered free states. Or states that were colonialized. So they get there, but they end up fighting anyway. Same thing when you think of Rwanda. With the Hutsi and the, hold on. Rwanda genocide. But the it was the the Tutsi and the Hutu. Sorry about that. I want to make sure I got my facts straight. Same thing, fighting for who's in power, and I think the Tutsi or the Hutu were running the government. So of course the Hutu want to put their boys in power and control the majority of the government. And disenfranchise the Tutsi. And guess what? They end up killing each other and nothing's being accomplished. And I understand when Europeans came over and, carved up the country and pitted each tribe against each other. But Africans, we got to be smarter than that. I mean, by God, we built the pyramids, Timbuktu, we're the first people on the planet. So we can't still fall for tribal warfare. And then you have in the Congo, Christians fighting Muslims, which is also pointless. So again, this tribal warfare situation, in America you have gangs killing each other over land and hoods that they don't even own, that they're going to be gentrified out of anyway. Every hood that was being claimed or claimed by a gang member, Blood, Crip, Vice Lord, whatever you want to call it, is eventually going to be gentrified, meaning they're going to be displaced, or has already been gentrified. Don't believe me? If you're from Sacramento, go to Oak Park. Of course, in Harlem, which used to be the hood, is now gentrified. So all these gangbangers, same thing with Oakland, parts of San Francisco. Next is Richmond. Atlanta, where I live, prime example. Same thing. These so-called hoods that are once claimed by gang members is no longer the hood. They don't claim it. It's being gentrified. They got Starbucks, doggy parks. And the gang members get displaced either in jail or off to another city or area of town where same thing happens, the same cycle. You're gonna get kicked out of that area. So, like I said, black Christians arguing with black Muslims, completely pointless. And it's all petty. It's all tribal pettiness. Africans, we gotta stop being so petty when it comes to this tribal identity. Where you from, what's your religion, what you claim. I'm dark skinned, you light skinned. It's all just pettiness that will build and accomplish absolutely nothing. We're all one. And again, I'm not saying renounce your tribe or renounce your religion. Worship who you want. Of course, your tribal culture, embrace that, share that. But when I hear comments from women, who say they will only date Christian men when all the Christian men you've dated, it has not worked out for you. Like, won't you try a Muslim man, or won't you try an atheist? It might work out. Or like in Liberia, when Samuel Doe, when he had the coup and he took over, he put all his tribal homies from his tribe in power and marginalized everybody else. Guess what? It didn't work out. So when it comes to like government and organizing, getting married and reproducing, we can't be as petty or picky. Like, we have to be as one. We have to operate as one, period. So you got to put the tribal differences, the religion, you got to put all that aside so we can unite and be one. So no more tribal pettiness, okay? I know a lot of my African friends say, hey, in Africa, there's no racism, which they're delusional. Everything is still controlled by the colonial powers. Don't let them fool you. That we have tribal, pettiness. That's not what he told me, but it's tribal pettiness. Look, you got to get over the tribal pettiness so you can come together, control what's yours, your birthright. There's enough, and that's the thing, there's enough for everybody. Enough for everybody to be wealthy and be rich. So stop the tribal pettiness, come together as one. Follow me on social media, search for Huru on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Donnie Samir. Till next time, I'm out. And stop the tribal pettiness. We're all one.